What's up, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite spot, TFD, coming at you with another hot video. And this time, we're heading right back to Indy because Coach Stephanie White just dropped some serious praise on Ari McDonald. So let's get into it. Like I told y'all before, when the Fever make a move, you already know I'm on it. And this one, it's got the fanbase talking heavy. Some folks are demanding the team move on from Brianna Turner ASAP. I'm talking yesterday, bro. They want her gone. Y'all remember the drama before the season even tipped off? Twitter back and forths, fans feeling away. Yeah, that tension never left. But now, Ari McDonald steps on the court and absolutely sets the tone. She brought that spark, man. 7 points, 5 dimes, 3 steals, and those steals weren't just stats, they were game changers. You could feel her presence from the moment she checked in. She led both teams in disruption, straight chaos for Washington's offense. I'm talking about early turnovers, fast breaks, and big-time plays. That one steal and coast-to-coast finish, bro chef's kiss. She was in her bag. And let's keep it real. That type of hustle, that type of awareness. That's basketball IQ, my guy. Elite stuff. What have I always said? You want players who make an immediate impact. Ari did exactly that. Offense. She handled it. Defense. She locked in. And let's talk about her passing game. Bruh, some of those dimes looked straight out of Caitlin Clark's playbook. I mean, go back and rewind that no-look. Beautiful. The whole flow of the team just looked better, man. And don't even get me started on Kelsey Mitchell. You could see the relief, like, finally, someone's out there moving the ball, right? There was energy, confidence, rhythm. It was that lifestyle basketball I keep telling y'all about. That we belong here attitude. Now, sure, this wasn't the prettiest win ever. But guess what? A W is a W. You take it and run with it. Momentum is a real thing. And if Ari McDonald keeps playing like this, oh, it's on, bro. But hold up, because I told y'all, Coach Stephanie White had more to say. Let's go ahead and pull up that press conference and start with what she said about Ari. Stephanie White said, "It's not hard when you want the job. And with point guards, you can just tell when they've got the mindset. Boom. That's the key. The mindset. That killer instinct. And Ari, she's got it. We gon' break that quote down more in a second. But first, y'all already know what to do. Smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and hit that subscribe if you're rockin' with the squad. More Fever talk, more WNBA action, more real ones."
Steph, how much better did that locker room feel after kind of exhaling probably after what you've been through the last week?
Yeah, it felt really good. And I think the way we did it too, we had to show resilience in that fourth quarter. We had to find ways to come together and dig in and get stops and make plays. It was probably, outside of game one, the most consistent we've played throughout the course of 40 minutes. So, I'm proud of this group. I'm sticking with it. It wasn't perfect, but we found a way to get it done.
What did you like about the ball movement? That was the main thing
Yes.
the other two were talking about. And in addition to that, McDonald being a huge contributor.
Yeah, 21 assists on 30 made field goals is huge. That's how we want to play. That's how we have to play in order for us to be successful. We got to get that ball moving. I think we had, something like, 8 assists on 10 made field goals in the third quarter. That's when we're going to be at our best. The ball's going to be moving. Multiple players are going to be touching it. It finds the right shot on the floor. I felt like in that fourth quarter when things weren't going our way, we went in that lull, we got a little bit more tunnel vision and started trying to make plays instead of allowing them to develop. But that was big time for us. And Ari was terrific. She came in and she was the ultimate point guard. She got us settled when we needed to. 5 assists, 0 turnovers. That's huge. And not just that, she set the tone on the defensive end, and that was big time for us.
Yeah, Lexie talked about half-second basketball just now, and I know you've emphasized 1 second, half-second basketball. Just how have you seen that develop over the course of these past couple weeks?
Yeah, well, this was the best. I've seen it. It hasn't been that way as much. And we have our tendencies when things are really flowing. You see it, and you can see it develop, and you can see how it gets us the best shot on the floor. I think our challenge or our growth edge is to be able to do that in times of a little bit of adversity, right? So when things aren't necessarily going our way and everybody tries to be the one that makes the play that turns the tide, we still have to let the ball find the right play. We still got to get it moving. I still think we got to get AB more touches. She doesn't have to score it, but we've got to be on time and on target in our passes to her. But facilitating through AB in multiple areas on the floor opens up things for us so much. So we've got to be more intentional with that too.
Kelsey mentioned that obviously Ari was a consummate pro and showed up prepared, but how hard is it? You coach at a high level, you played at a high level. We talk about that, be a pro, but to really be that, how hard is it?
Well, it's not hard when you want the job, right? And you know, I think the thing about point guards is she's got that mindset. I mean, she was watching film on the flight here. We ran things that she didn't go over in practice. She just knows it from watching the film and from going over it with AK and from the whiteboard discussions that we've had. You know, that's not everybody can do that. That's a point guard mindset and a point guard mentality. You know, and I thought she just did a great job. And you know, she's hungry, number one, but number two, she knows how to play. And she's a dog on defense, and we needed that.
The end of that second quarter through the third quarter, it felt like you found an offensive groove that you guys maybe haven't been in as much since Caitlin went down. Was that, I mean, is that the half-second basketball, the ball movement you're talking about that attributed to that stretch of play?
Yeah, I mean, it is. You know, we want to get to half second. I think we're still at 1 second. But, you know, I don't know, you know, realistically when that gets to that point. But it is. It's much more like that. Now, you get it moving, you attack closeouts. If you have to dribble the ball more than 3 times, it's too much, right? Like, you got to shoot it, drive it, or move it. And I thought we did that throughout the course of a good period in our second quarter and third quarter. So that's the challenge. That's the goal. You know, we'll show them again what it looks like when we're really moving it, and then hopefully they can get a sense of what it feels like when you're in a rhythm. You know, oftentimes we say it's like making music, right? It's like a dance. It's like there's a rhythm. It's all of those things.
I mean, I'm just proud of our group for staying with it. Obviously, you know, we can't control injuries, we can't control any of that, but I think we had 2 really good practices this week, and to be able to come out and get a win after that, I'm just proud of us for fighting, and also just really proud of Ari for coming out and providing just some incredible minutes, 27 minutes, and she was ready. She stayed ready, and we needed every single one of those, and just really proud of the group today.
Kelsey, go back to Ari. What was it like to just have a lefty out there with you and seeing her contribute the way that she did on both ends of the court, not just offensively to give you all ball handling, but she was locking up the ball.
Oh, the ultimate pro. She did an unbelievable job of coming in yesterday and like really knowing the plays. Kind of like we somebody said in the locker room, like we feel like you knew the plays more than us, or you know, she just kind of was on it, and I think it just goes to serve like to show what pros are and how they're supposed to operate, and she did everything amazingly and with such grace. And I think for us, we could use what she brings us to the table offensively and defensively. She can guard the ball. She can get us all positioned to get shots. And I think more importantly, she's fun to play with. So I think we get a collective great guard all the way around.
And Lexie, how much do you think you've grown as a shot creator? 4 assists tonight, put the ball on the floor, you had a little pump fake, you know, shot, just things like that added to your game.
Just learning from Kelsey. But honestly, I think just like a big focus for us is 0.5 basketball. Get the ball, do something with it, either drive, pass, shoot, and just trying to make those right reads and make them quick. And I think that helps just when our spacing's good, those reads are way easier. And I think that's really what it comes down to. I think our team just played really well together, and we got to spots and we made the extra pass. And I mean, we shot, I don't remember what they said, but a lot of our points were off of assists. And that's all we can really ask for a team. So just really, again, I'm just so happy with the outcome of the game and how everyone felt out there. It was fun.
Lexie, that third quarter you finished with 31 points. Felt like one of your better quarters since Caitlin's went down. What was working for you guys in that third quarter?
Moving the ball, finding the open person, making shots. But I think more than anything, it starts on the defensive side and getting out and running and playing fast and just sharing the ball. I think, you know, our team looks really good when the ball is fast and moving and hits everybody's hands and gets in the paint and goes in and out, in and out. It's harder to guard. So I think that's what you saw in that third quarter. And I mean, I wish we could have 4 of those 31-point quarters, maybe one day.
More to that, do you think it was that ball movement that ultimately led Lexie to that success from the 3-point line where you guys dominated tonight?
Oh, 1,000%. I think our ability to drive and get angles and be able to find and touch the paint with 2 feet and either, you know, score and/or get these threes that you're talking about, it kind of just serves to everyone kind of getting a rhythm and everybody finding a way to kind of be impacted through the game. And I think the more that we do touch the paint, the more that we do get drives and play inside out through AB and DD and them like that, I think it just kind of, you're going to see more open up for us. And so I just think we got to give ourselves some grace, but stay patient.
And then what did you see the last couple of minutes? They went on that big 14-0 run,
Yeah.
but then your last 3 field goals were all layups and then free throws. So you clearly saw something with attacking the ball.
Oh man, I think Brittany Sykes and her team did an unbelievable job of trying to go down our throat down the stretch of that game. So I think we withstand. We aim to withstand the runs, and I think that we did a good job of trying to kind of stay in it, because when people score on you, you don't know how to stop it at times. And I think that we just stayed really, really resilient, because it could have went the opposite way. We would have had another conversation, but I think we did a good job of staying grounded when they did make that run. And I believe that our team trusts one another in order to make and get stopped. So it's a collective effort, everything when it comes to people making runs at us.
It felt good tonight to finally get back, and just the team, the players, and just the fans, sports staff, they all were very welcoming and make sure, I had everything to be successful tonight. And man, the shout out for the win. When your number's called, you got to be ready to deliver, and I felt like I did just that. But obviously I'm not satisfied, but grateful we got the win though.
Can you walk us through your preparation? Steph highlighted a lot where you're watching film on the flight and then getting together with AK, and then I think Bree as well.
OMG. It was a lot. That part made me anxious, just coming in, not knowing the system, not really playing with the players. But yeah, it was a lot of film sessions by myself, just rewatching stuff, and a lot of film with AK, just asking questions. I feel like a lot of people don't ask enough questions. So just being a sponge like these last couple of days, and I think that's helped me tonight.
What specifically were you trying to watch on the film? Like the flow or player tendencies or plays?
Okay. Player tendencies, where my teammates like the ball, and just, paying attention to the scout, being a pro, just paying attention to the little details.
Yeah, Steph talks a lot about 0.5 second basketball. Just how does that fit in with the pace you like to play and just the style you like to play in?
Yeah, just my style of play, just playing fast. When I was home watching games, Indiana was one of the teams I watched. I'm like, okay, I can kind of see myself, playing. But great system, and I'm happy that they made me comfortable enough to play my game. So it felt amazing and just exciting.
You hear the term all the time, like be a pro and stay ready, but I would imagine it's easier said than done. So as a competitor, what are you doing to kind of just stay ready, and what's that challenge to just challenge yourself in those moments?
But for me, these past couple weeks been tough. So I just been working out, just staying ready for my number is called, and just honestly just being grounded, and just not just basketball stuff, but just little things like meditating, just making sure staying myself, never getting too high, getting too low, because anything can happen.
What have these past 48, 72 hours been like to go from not with the team to playing almost 30 minutes tonight?
It's been crazy, but I'm confident in the work I put in, the preparation these past couple weeks. I know what I can do, and just the team made me feel comfortable, and they know what I can do as well. So, just taking that and just applying it to the court, it made me feel better, and just no pressure at all tonight. Just going out there and playing my game.
Where does that hunger, fight, whatever you want to call it, come from, to just scrap for something when you don't know what's next? Like if someone tells you, okay, you're going to get this opportunity guaranteed, but nothing's guaranteed. So how do you approach that?
Survival mode. I'm in survival mode right now. I gotta eat. This is my job. So just gotta be ready. Gotta leave it all out on the court, and just this is an audition. Either for the Fever or for another team. So just playing my game and just being relaxed.
Right before you checked into the game, Dewana was talking to you for a good amount of time. Sid was talking to you in the huddle, Steph, everything like that. How big were those vets in helping you develop and communicating with them on the court?
They were really big. Just making sure I'm comfortable, making sure what to run and just what to put us in. Just me asking questions. I'm kind of like a perfectionist. I want to get stuff right, but I know it doesn't happen that way. But just want to make sure we all on the same page and everything is running smoothly.
And then I guess the last one for me. Mentality-wise, how much of it is just okay, I've watched all this film, but I just got to go hoop at some point? Defensively, I don't know if you're watching film on what you do defensively, but how much is that just your personal mentality?
For me, just on the defensive end, I'm hungry. I don't like my person to score me, and it happened a couple times, but it was frustrating, but it's just next play mentality. But I mean, again, I'm in survival mode, so I gotta be hungry. Gotta have that hunger, that grit, and I think I've always had that in me. So I mean, you can't take it out. But it was definitely brought out tonight. I've been quiet and with that in my last couple of years, but I mean, tonight and this team and staff, it brought that out of me, and it felt amazing, and I had fun.
All right, so that was Stephanie White, Lexie Hull, Kelsey Mitchell, Ari McDonald speaking to the media right after the game. I'm telling you, this week is about to be fire for her. Drop your thoughts down in the comments. I want to hear what you think. And don't forget to hit those notification bells, because I'm coming with all the updates. Until next time, brush off the negativity and keep your head up. I'm out here. Don't forget like and subscribe.